By the end of this video, you're gonna learn exactly what to do to master your body game within the next 30 days. These are the exact steps I've done for over a decade now to maintain my body game all year round. So if you're struggling with your own body game, this is a video you don't want to miss. The first step to mastering your body game is that you need to understand the mindset that's preventing you from having the body you want in the first place. Because there's a reason why your body is the way it is. Your body directly reflects your mindset. So if your body game is struggling, your mindset is struggling. And unfortunately, most people see others with great bodies and think it's a combination of luck, great genetics, or steroids. And these are all excuses that you need to drop before you get the body you want. Because the truth is, body game is not luck. It's a skill you need to learn and master to be successful at it. Anyone can have a great body, as long as they learn what it takes to have a great body and do those steps. So if you currently don't have a good body game, that doesn't mean you can never have one, bro. It just means you don't currently know what to do, which of course is normal when you're first starting out. I mean, just think of anything you have done for years on end. You're probably really good at it. You probably know the ins and outs of it. You could probably teach about it, and you could probably start all over from scratch with it and still succeed at it because of your experience. Body game works in the exact same way. It's not rocket science, it's not complex, it's actually really simple when you learn how to do it. That's why instead of focusing on having a great body like 99% of men do, you're gonna wanna shift your focus to something the 1% do. What do the 1% do? The 1% focuses on what's directly in their control. And when it comes to body game, that's focusing on time plus consistency. I'm not telling you to do anything crazy. All I'm saying is that if you can just commit to focusing on showing up for an hour and a half, 80 to 90% of the time, 2 to 3 times a week for the next couple years, I can guarantee you that you will eventually learn and master body game, and as a result, build a great body in the process. Of course, there are tons of other things you can do to optimize and make it better, but if I was gonna really condense the truth of getting a great body, this is really all it takes, bro. It doesn't take any secret pills, doesn't take any secret formulas or exercises. If you can just show up consistently, regardless of how you feel over a long enough period of time, you've already won half the battle. And the other things you need to do, you'll naturally learn along the way. By the way, if you're tired of just watching videos like this without getting any results, and you really do want to fix your problems, feel free to book a private session with me or check out my free ebook. And if you just got a quick question, drop it in the comments. Once you've been going for a couple weeks to months, and you're able to master time plus consistency, you can finally move into the next step of working on the fundamentals of body game. These are the things like the types of exercises you do, your workout routine, diet and sleep schedule, meal prepping, calorie tracking, supplements, progressive overload, etc. This is why I recommend just showing up for the first couple months, because it can get overwhelming focusing on all these things. And as you just heard, there's a lot of different fundamentals you can optimize in body game, which is why these should always come after you get down time plus consistency. Because I've seen too many men who are just beginning get stuck in trying to be the best at everything, rather than working on just one thing at a time, and eventually get demotivated because they're not seeing any results. This is not gonna be you though, bro. That's why you should only start working on the fundamentals after you can prove to yourself, no one else, yourself, that you can go to the gym consistently 2 to 3 times a week for 1 hour for a month or 2. If you can do this, you'll have gotten a decent amount of experience, and the habit of going to the gym consistently will be in the process of being formed, which will make it a lot easier adding on to your new habit. Once you get here, you're gonna start slowly adding in the fundamentals of body game we talked about earlier. Don't overwhelm yourself though. Focus on learning and mastering one fundamental at a time, and do your own research. There's basically infinite information you can find online about these fundamentals that you can use to build the next step that you're going to need to master your body game. And now that you know body game is a skill that you can actually master and improve through experience, which you gain through time plus consistency, and you know to work on the fundamentals, the next step is to put all of this together by building a system that works for you. Later in this video, I'm gonna tell you the exact system that has enabled me to stay in shape all year round and continually go to the gym after over a decade of going. But I do want you to know that the truth is that the system that works for me may not work for you. which is why instead of just telling you my exact system, I'm going to give you the tools to build your own. Once you create the perfect system that works specifically for you and your schedule, working out isn't going to feel like an inconvenience. It's not going to feel like a sacrifice. It's going to feel fun and rewarding. So the easiest way to create your own system is by determining 3 things: your schedule, your goals, and your routine. First is schedule. If you want to be consistent in the gym long term, it needs to fit into your schedule. Too many men make the mistake of going to the gym at an inconvenient time in their schedule, which over time just causes them to quit. That's why if you really think you're gonna go from sitting on your couch every day to working out at 8 a.m. 5 days a week, you're delusional, bro. That's why before you even decide to go to the gym, you need to look at your schedule. Look when you're often free and figure out how many days a week your schedule will realistically allow you to go. And once you understand that, then you can pick a time when you're free to consistently go. After you've got your schedule down, you want to move into your goals. Simply put, why do you even want to go to the gym? Do you want to lose weight? Put on muscle, build a six-pack? Take some time to figure it out, because once you know what you want, you can use that to move into the final step, which is your routine. Because before you even get to the gym, you want to know what you'll be doing once you get there. If you just walk in without a routine, like a lot of beginners do, you're almost always going to feel overwhelmed, lost, and just do a couple exercises you don't know anything about and leave feeling confused. You definitely don't want to be that guy. So that's why once you know what you want to look up gym routines online for whatever goals you have and pick one that stands out to you. Don't worry about picking the best one. Your goal here is really just to have a basic routine that aligns with your schedule and goals for now. Over time, you're going to gain experience and be able to improve it to the point of building your own routine that works for you. And like I promised, here is my system. So first, my schedule is working out after work 2 to 3 times a week. And this usually ends up being around 5 to 6 for an hour to an hour and a half, depending on how long I'm taking to do each exercise. My goal is to maintain my body weight because I'm happy where I'm at physically, which is why my routine is just to do 1 to 2 upper body days and 1 lower body day with 6 different exercises each day, working different muscle groups. And I do 4 sets of 12 for each exercise. And on top of that, if you want to hear about my fundamentals, I eat around 0.8 grams of protein per day. Compared to my weight, consistently get 8 hours of sleep as much as possible. I take creatine and several other supplements to help with energy production and muscle retention. Like I said, it's really that simple. There's no magic pill here. There's no secret sauce. It's just practical knowledge learned over time. So if you want to use my system as a guide to build your own, go right ahead. But just know that the system you build will always be a work in progress. And the more experience you gain, the better you're going to be able to optimize it and change it to what ultimately works better for you and what ultimately will allow you to reach those gains you want quicker. By creating a simple system that works for me and adding fundamentals on top of it, I've been able to master my body game, eat whatever I want, and stay in shape all year round. So if you want the same result, bro, just do the same thing. Now, having practiced body game for over 10 years now, I've seen a lot of benefits and learned a lot of secrets that you're probably going to experience as well. So if you want to hear about some of those secrets, make sure to check out this video next.